Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I was just putting cream on and it's all over my face. That's so embarrassing. Hello, are you there? If you're watching, leave me a comment and let me know what was your favorite cartoon as a child. So I know that you're here and you're watching. We're going to have a great episode today. I'm very excited. I've prepared a little game for you guys because Tuesday's game was so popular. But I need to know if there are people watching before we start playing. So I'm going to pour myself a little glass. I hope you have some juice or some tea or something stronger if that's what you like with you today. And let's have a nice little pajama party. So if you're there, say hello and tell me what was your favorite cartoon as a child. And I am going to go ahead and start sharing this pajama party. All right, I'm getting some replies in. Cynthia liked Pokemon and Digimon. I love Pokemon as well. I used to have these Pokemon light up sneakers, and I got teased at school because people were like, Pokemon is for boys. And I was like, I don't understand because there's girl characters on Pokemon too. So what's the problem? You can like whatever you like. Right, there's Cynthia. Ooh, we've got Cynthia's picture up there. That's pretty cool. I just updated my software today, so we're going to see how that goes for me. Randy says Pokemon was a classic. Yes. And Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's still like, if people ask what's your favorite superhero, I'm probably going to have to say Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man so much because he's like into gymnastics and acrobatics and just generally awesome and also kind of snarky. I feel like that energy suits, you know? Right. I'm trying to share this feed so we can get some buddies in here. If you can press share, if you're not already a top fan, you will get a badge as a sharer. So make sure you share this live stream with your friends so we can get some people in here and then we can play a game. How do I share? There we go. All right. I've shared so hopefully we can get some friends in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, the people are coming in. For you guys, are you seeing like okay. I'm sorry, I'm a little frazzled today because I just updated my software and it's doing things that I didn't know it could do. I'm seeing your profile pictures, which is super awesome. Pokemon is the shit. Morgan says, does anyone remember 16? I remember 16 and I loved that show. I was so devastated when it ended. I thought that my teenage years were going to be spent in the mall with like all my cool friends and making money. It was not quite the same. The mall was not quite the same, but still had fun. And 16 is actually a Canadian show. Shout out to Canadian animation. Kevin says, made it. Foghorn Leghorn. I don't know. I'm going to have to Google that. Hold on a second. Foghorn Leghorn. Oh, yes. He's from Looney Tunes. Yep. Okay, makes sense. X-Men, great choice, David. I have to confess, I don't consider that a childhood cartoon because I still watch that to this day. I go on Netflix and watch an episode of X-Men or Seven because I love X-Men, as everybody probably knows. Cam says Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is also classic. I love mysteries. And I feel like my friends are pretty much the Scooby Squad. So I don't know if that makes me Scooby. Probably. Cam says, yeah, 16. All right, looks like we have some people in here today. Thank you guys for telling me all your favorite childhood cartoons. Let's see, I prepared a game for us today. So let me explain it. So we're going to play Would You Rather. I'm going to share my screen with you because I made it into like a little slideshow, just like how I did on Tuesday's episode when we played Never Have I Ever. And I'm going to give you 2 choices of things to use or choose, I guess. And then you will tell me using emojis or your words which one you would prefer. It's hard for me to see the comments while I'm in the slideshow, so we're going to go through all of them, and then after we'll review them together, okay? Morgan says her favorite show might be Sailor Moon. I love, and I say love with an intense passion, Sailor Moon. It's so wholesome, and there's so many good lessons from it, and it's also so queer-coded and a little bit over the top, and just I can watch Sailor Moon for literally hours on end. It makes me feel so happy and so good. Cam says my favorite is Teletoon, all of it. I can accept that. I can get down with that. All right, so you guys let me know, are you ready to play Would You Rather with me? If you are, then drop a thumbs up emoji or a smiley face emoji so I know you are ready and you've got your emojis at hand so that we can start playing Would You Rather. I'm checking the feed and you guys are a little bit behind me, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right, Randy's got me a smiley face. Bo says, good vibes. Morgan says, yes. Jack is ready. Okay. Cam's ready. All right, we've got quite a few people who are ready for action. So let's get Would You Rather going. Okay. You'll have to forgive me if I have any technical difficulties because my mouse has been woohoo acting up lately. Okay. Let's go. All right. This looks good. I think we're ready to play. Okie dokie. So I'm going to give you, as I said, 2 options for the Would You Rather, okay? And you can comment to confirm using either an emoji or writing the word out. For some reason, it's hard for me to put the comments up when I'm in this kind of mode, but I can still see your comments and I will address them, I promise, okay? So let's get started. Okay. Would you rather? Would you rather find a snake in your bed? Yes, I'm talking about a literal reptile. Or find a mouse in your shower. And yes, I'm talking about a literal rodent. So would you rather find a reptile where you sleep at night or a rodent where you clean yourself? So give me a comment and you can either write snake or you can write mouse or you can put a snake emoji or you can put a mouse emoji and you can expand if you like because I'm going to go through all the comments again at the end. All right, next one. Would you rather never watch a video ever again or never hear music ever again? So comment with the monkey covering the eyes if you would rather never watch a video again, or comment with the monkey covering the ears if you'd rather never hear music again. Okay. We're going to keep going, okay? But I do see your comments rolling in. I'm surprised at how many of you are choosing the mouse. But I will address that shortly. A lot of you are choosing the mouse, and that's distressing to me. Okay. Would you rather marry anyone in caps you want tomorrow, or get a degree instantly, no studying, whatever degree you want? Let me know. Comment with the ring if you're trying to marry somebody tomorrow. Comment with the cap, or you can use the words if you don't want to use the emojis, if you would rather get an instant degree with no studying? Let me know. And again, I do see your comments coming in, and I will address them. It's just hard for me when I have the slideshow up. Would you rather be able to stop time at will or receive $5,000 a month without work? Comment hourglass or time if you would rather stop time. Comment with the cash if you would rather receive $5,000 a month. Oh, we went backward. I'm a catch up. Don't worry. Okay, a lot of you would take the degree. That's very interesting. Because I have a strategic plan. I'll tell you. Okay. Would you rather win a vacation or win a new car? Comment with the plane if you'd rather win a vacation. Comment with the vehicle if you would rather win a new car. All right, we're almost done. Don't worry, I can see your comments. I'm proud of you guys for both your choices. The cash, you do not have to pay back the cash, Bella. You can keep the cash. There's no strings attached. $5,000 is deposited into your bank account every month with no strings attached, no tax, just cash. All right. Would you rather no one comes to your wedding or no one comes to your funeral? Comment with the bride, whichever bride you like. If you want rather no one came to your wedding, or comment with the coffin if you would rather your funeral be poorly attended. All right, now that that's done, let's go back and see what you guys were saying. Okay, let's see. Ryan says hi. Hi, Ryan. Welcome to Pyjama Party. All right, so it seems like a lot of you feel comfortable with the mouse in the shower, and I simply cannot agree. And now let me explain, okay? I can't feel comfortable with the mouse because, the mouse is furry. Sorry guys, sorry. The mouse is furry and it has fur, okay? It's got fur and probably rabies, and it's in the shower where I clean myself. Snakes are fine in the bed. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You could get killed. Who cares? Who actually cares? At least the snake is not leaving all sorts of pieces of fur and poop and rabies. I'd rather just be choked to death by the snake and die and have it be over with. I can't with the mouse. Nope, can't do it. Nope. Ryan says at least they would be getting clean at the same time. Nope, mice can't get clean like that. Nope, can't do it. I don't know where that mouse was. That mouse could have been swimming in Donald Trump's sewer before it came to my shower. I don't know. I can't do it with the mouse. I'm sorry. Y'all, I would much rather go for the snake in the bed. I'm sorry. I'm not scared of snakes like that. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Really? Jack would rather never watch a video again. Cynthia would rather never watch a video again. Randy would never watch a video again. Kevin agrees with video. Alexa went back to the mouse, going back to the mouse question. Ew, I'd rather a snake. I'd rather a snake, Alexa. I'm sorry. Video. Yeah, I think I agree. I think we have a very strong leaning towards never watching videos again. I think music is very, very important to people. And I think music kind of helps us experience things together and express ourselves together. And there was times where people were living and didn't have video and they lived happy lives, but they always had music. I think that music is part of the human experience. So I think I would agree with most of you in saying I'd rather never watch a video again than never be able to hear music again. I feel like without music, something would be missing from my life. All right, let's see. Would you guys rather marry anybody tomorrow or get a degree without study? Kevin says degree. Bo says degree. Hannah says ring. See, Hannah, I'm with you, and I'm going to explain why. Cynthia says degree. Bella says degree. Jack says degree. Okay, so I see why a lot of you would want the degree, but to me, the degree without studying isn't worth anything because I need to learn in order for the degree to be worth something to me. I mean, granted, maybe the whole point of getting the degree without studying is that you could get a better income because you would have credentials. But you could skip that by marrying the right person. If I could marry anyone tomorrow, I'm marrying Jeff Bezos, and it's not for love. Anybody? Just call me the richest woman on earth. Hello? Hannah, so, I don't know if that was your reasoning, Hannah, but my reasoning for the ring is that I'm going to make a strategic move and either marry Jeff Bezos or marry into a royal family somewhere because no one said I can't divorce them. All right, let's see what the people say. So the next question was, would you rather stop time or get $5,000 a week? No strings attached. Cynthia's like, stop time. Morgan says stop time. Randy goes back to the ring and time. Okay, so you guys value time a lot. Hannah goes for the cash. Good girl, Hannah. It's okay, Master Cam. If you can't find the emojis, you can just comment with the word. Kevin says money for sure. Jack says money. Alexis got the ring. Okay. See, you guys got your priorities in check. Stop time. So those of you who say you'd rather stop time, I need to know the thought process behind this, because for me, receiving $5,000 a week means that I basically have time because I wouldn't have to work to survive. I would just be able to use time for whatever I wanted. So I feel like I wouldn't need to stop time. But those of you who said you'd want to stop time, what do you plan to do with all of that unlimited time? No, you don't have to pay the cash back. Okay, so in terms of car versus vacation, Alex would rather have the car. Vacation, I think that's a car. Morgan's taking the nice new car on vacation. I mean, there's nice try, but it's would you rather. You can't choose everything. Hannah says the plane. Car, because Cam's getting us a car. All right, everybody wants a car. Except for Jack. Jack wants a vacation. Exactly. Alexa's thinking with her head. Good job for using your noggin, Alexa. No vacation is worth $30,000 in car payments. I didn't say what kind of car. So you guys could really have won a Tesla and you guys want to go on a little $3,000 vacation instead of getting a Tesla? Come on, guys. Exactly. You could actually take the car on vacation. You could go on a road trip. Okay, so would you rather nobody come to your funeral or nobody come to your wedding? Funeral. Bella says wedding. Kevin says funeral. Peace be with you, my child. Morgan says wedding. Get out my wedding and slam shots on my coffin at the funeral. Woo! Okay, you guys. Bo says, I would rather everyone get super drunk at my funeral, remember all the dumb shit I've done throughout my life. I would like that too. So I've told people many times, not that I want to have a funeral anytime soon, but I would like all my friends to dress up super glamorously. And I would basically like my funeral to be like, have you seen the movie Knives Out or played Clue? Because that's exactly what I want to happen. And even if it's not about my murder, I want people just to be glamorous and suspicious. That's my dream, okay? Cam says, does no one at the wedding include the person you're supposed to be marrying? I didn't think that far ahead, but I think we're going to give it a pass. We'll assume that the spouse to be shows up at the wedding. Otherwise, it's not a wedding. It's just an embarrassment, isn't it? Bella is not here for the snake. Not here for the snake at all. Hannah says the snake can also shed in the bed and relieve itself. You have to clean the sheet. No. But I thought that snakes shed in one piece, like one piece of snake skin, which you can make purses out of. I thought, for some reason, I didn't really think about if snakes pooped. I don't know why I've never thought about that. I've never thought that far to find out if snakes pooped. And now I feel like where's the reptile king at when we need him? Where are you, reptile king? Music is therapy. I agree. All right. Cam says if no one showed up to the wedding, then they die of embarrassment. So then everyone would have to come to the funeral. Yes, Hannah, I already got a degree. Exactly. I don't know. What's it doing for me? That's why. New tactic. Marry a prince. Done. Master Cam says, you know what? You do deserve an honorary degree in gender studies. And I don't think you need my magic in order to get it. Maybe someone will give you an honorary degree. If I was the dean of a school, I would give you an honorary degree in gender studies. Bella says, I'm already married. That was my... Okay, I didn't considering that. Okay, that's a good point. Cynthia says, I thought with me you meant getting the degree, you'd have the knowledge magically in your head with that option, and I'm already married anyway. I mean, I guess that could be an option, that you would magically have the knowledge. Yeah, so Alexa's on the same page as I am. You need the background of the degree to be successful before you show up to work. Exactly. That's like me getting a doctorate or like a, what do you call it? A medical degree, an MD tomorrow, and then showing up at the hospital with no knowledge of the difference between an elbow and a knee. I mean, some people still manage to be doctors and they don't have that knowledge. I promise you guys, you're not as delayed as you think. I'm just trying to give everybody's comments some attention. Okay, Taraji says she could be bad all by herself. Randy, that is a great point and very smart. However, there's no bank in the world that has as much money as I would get from divorcing Jeff Bezos. So I'm going to stick with my answer. Bo and Randy are both trying to rob a bank. Y'all better be careful. Y'all profile pictures are up here. Exactly. Free money. I agree. Mark says, loving the PJs. Thank you. These are a vintage pair of PJs. I don't know where they're from. Let's see. Cinema. And underneath, I have one of my performance, like my stage bras on, because I wanted to give you guys a little bit of razzle dazzle. I know you miss the stage as much as I do. So I wanted to give you a little bit of performance art here on Pyjama Party. All right. Okay, so we're all caught up there. That was a great game of Would You Rather. Did you guys like that game? I liked it. If you do, let me know in the comments so I know to keep creating games like this. And let me know if there's any games you would like to play in the future. I mean, yes, you can learn a lot of things on YouTube. I learned video editing on YouTube. Here I am, live broadcasting from my bedroom because I learned on YouTube. But there's certain things you probably don't want to, like brain surgery. You might not want to learn that on YouTube. Yes, razzle dazzle, honey. Okay. So earlier today, I was like calling on my friends because I was like so scared that there weren't going to be Ask Anja questions, because literally this morning there weren't. But you guys came through for me. I was so worried we weren't going to have any anonymous questions today, but people came through and submitted their questions. So all of you who submitted your anonymous questions, I thank you very, very much. And make sure if you haven't submitted your questions that you do get your questions in, because we're doing this live stream all over again on Tuesday, every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. All right, what am I drinking? I am working on this bottle of Fat Bastard Chardonnay. It's pretty dry. I like it a lot. It's like smooth and dry. It's not sweet at all. So it's super easy to drink. And it kind of has like a toasty. I mean, it's Pyjama Party. You're welcome to drink anything. You can drink wine, like me, something stronger, tea, water. This is your time. We're at a pajama party and it's time to relax. So put on a face mask if you want. Drink a little something. Enjoy yourself because we're about to get into Ask Anja, which are your anonymous questions. If you want to send me a question, I'm always posting the link on my personal page and on my fan page. So you can go ahead, click the link. It'll take you to a form. It's completely anonymous. Fill out your question and I will get it. I have no clue who sent it in and I will answer them on the show as I do always. All right, so let's see. First question today. Our first question is from him. And this is an update from Tuesday's episode. Remember on Tuesday, if you were here, we left off with a crazy story of a young man who was dating somebody, and then it turns out his ex was also dating the same person, and then he had to ride the TTC to the lover's house and found out that the lover was with the ex. Well, we asked for an update on Tuesday, so he's written in to update us and let us know. Hi, Anja. The love of my life and I dated for about a year and a half on and off before he broke things off with me in order to force me to go to rehab because he's a good dude. Glad to report we're still in good terms, though. XOXO. From Sloppy Joe. So if you don't know Sloppy Joe, please go back and watch Tuesday's episode. You can rewind you can fast forward, not rewind. Fast forward almost to the end if you want to know about the story of Sloppy Joe's. It's way too wild for me to recount right now, but Sloppy Joe, thank you for writing in to update the jammers. I'm glad to hear that you've gone to rehab. Sad to hear you broke up, but it sounds like you're doing better and you are still in good terms. So I wish you the very best, my dear. All right, Morgan and Bo are doing summer sangria. Ooh, I'm jealous. I wish I had some sangria right about now. That sounds fantastic. All right, let's go to our next question. Next question is from another him, and he'd like to ask Anja, red or white wine, vodka or gin, Bailey's or Kahlua? Okay, white wine. If you haven't noticed, I'm pretty sure I've had white wine every single episode of Pyjama Party, except for the day that I made the abominable cocktail. That day I had gin, and that was a mistake. So that leads us to the next question, vodka or gin? Vodka. But sometimes I'll drink gin. Gin can be good too sometimes, but vodka I can pretty much drink straight if it's good vodka. Gin, that's not. Gin's like tastes like gasoline to me, so vodka, definitely. Bailey's or Kahlua, I don't do either of those because I don't eat dairy at all. And I've tried the vegan Bailey's and it was garbage. Sorry, Bailey's. Probably just nixed any chance of sponsorship with you, but vegan Bailey's is garbage. Try again with the formula. So I'm going to go red wine, vodka, and neither Bailey's or Kahlua. Alexa says, remember Merry Mondays, Tragic Tuesdays, and Wild Wednesdays? So much sangria and drinks. Yes. So Merry Mondays is the event I used to do when I had my first summer in Ottawa, and I'd invite all my friends over on a Monday afternoon, evening to have drinks, and then we would go for a walk. So we'd have a few drinks at my house, and then we would go for a walk around Mooney's Bay or Hogsback Falls, and we had a lot of fun, took a lot of good pictures, and it was very enjoyable. Tragic Tuesdays were truly tragic, and Wednesdays never stop being wild. Right? Tarasha says red, gin, and neither. So yeah, I don't think anyone wants Bailey's or Kahlua. What about you guys? Bella says, am I boring because I never drank in my life? Absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with not drinking. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. That's like me being like, Am I boring because I've never killed anybody? No. You're not boring because you've never done anything. You're boring if you're boring. That's the only thing that makes you boring. And boring people are the types that never want to try anything ever, and harmless things. Like, do you want to go to a movie? And they're like, no, sounds boring. If people think things sound boring all the time, chances are they're boring. Want to go to a movie? No, sounds boring. Okay, you're probably boring. How's going to a movie boring? Want to go for a walk? No, sounds boring. Those people are boring. You're not boring because you don't drink. Nothing wrong with that. Look, Cyril says, I never drink. Cyril is definitely not boring. Cyril is a very, very exciting individual. Shout out to the sober people. You're amazing. Hannah says, rose, gin, neither. So does anybody like Bailey's or Kahlua? Bailey's. I'm gonna send you guys this video. Unfortunately, the people have spoken. 0% of jammers would choose your product. I'm so sorry. I do like rosé as well. Favorite soda? Sprite. Sprite, hit me up with the sponsorship. I love Sprite. Sprite is the choice. It's lemony fresh, has no caffeine, just tastes so good. I love Sprite. I could drink, if I had to drink no sodas except for Sprite for the rest of my life, I probably wouldn't even notice. I mean, I do like other sodas, but I probably wouldn't notice if they were like, you can never drink anything but Sprite ever again. I'd be like, all right, cool. I love Sprite. All right, shall we move on to our next question, guys? Okie dokie. Mark says, might be a dumb question, but what's a stage bra? Great question, Marks, actually. So you may have noticed that my name is True Showgirl, and that's because I am a showgirl. So I like to dance on the stage in various states of dress or undress. And my stage bra is a very fabulous bra. I won't show the entire thing, but it's quite sparkly and rhinestoned. This one's kind of old, but yeah, it's got exciting things. It's a stage bra because it's one of the ones that I usually wear to perform with my whole outfit extravaganza. But this one is kind of old and it's losing some rhinestones, so I'm just wearing it for Pyjama Party just to remind you that the stage awaits me and the audience awaits you, and it's only a matter of time before I'll be shaking my tail feathers once again. Bella says, Sprite, Mountain Dew, but you gotta have the ale. Ginger ale is high key. Yes. Oh, Bo asked, brow more important or lips? I mean, I haven't really thought about this question. You talking about makeup? Because I think it's important for your lips to be moisturized. And I'm going to go with the brow. Because even when you have no makeup, if your brow is put together, then you look put together. You know what I mean? And sometimes I don't even wear products on my lips, so. But lips gotta be moisturized for sure. Mark says, okay, thanks for the info. And Bella says, in COVID, the old becomes new. Exactly. And I'm not wearing any pants right now because I had pajama pants to match this. But the heat in my room, absolutely not. I pulled out the pajama pants, you guys. I even had one leg raised to enter the pajama pants, but it's not. It's not. It can't be. I can't put on pants right now. It's too hot. I'm sorry. Okay. Focus, Anja. Well, you both are kind of right. I mean, I had a hard time choosing, to be honest, Morgan. Okay. No AC. No. I mean, we have an AC unit, but it's a 2-story house. And the AC's in the stairwell. And I'm on the corner of the house, so the AC don't always reach here, okay? Due to budget cuts, and by budget cuts, I mean never had a budget, we have to make some sacrifices. And one of them sacrifices is the AC. There will be no AC here. If you guys want me to have AC, you guys gotta make my album, my EP go viral or something so I can make some money. If you want me to have AC in new pajamas that's not 30 years old, share my EP. There you go. Jack says, I have a cat on me and it's so warm. Ooh, and the cat's furry. But I would sacrifice for a cat. I'm allergic to cats, so I can't sacrifice for a cat. But, like, if I could, I would. I'm going to get one of those fancy, like, $2,000 hypoallergenic cats one day. Like, adorable, with a little bell. That's so cute. Hannah says, Randy can confirm I've been pantsless for all our D&D games. You're the champion, Hannah. You're the real winner here. You're the real winner. All right. I said I was going to read a question, didn't I? Okay. Sorry, guys. Let's focus. You still with me? If you're still with me, then comment. Which emoji will I have you comment? I don't know. Oh, both coming with more questions. Olives or pickles? Olives. I love the olives. Olives. Can we co-parent a naked cat allergic to? I like some naked cats, but I think I would rather, I think they're called Persian cats. The ones like they have like long hair and they're like very fabulous. They look like they own 51% of this company. All right. I promised I was going to read a question. This is a good question, you guys, if I get to it, okay? Pronouns are he, him. So, this is a relationship question that I'd like some advice on. I'm attracted to the free, flowy, hippie, vegan, and vegetarian women. For these last few years, I've been running into women who tend to be lost and or in a rut, which is totally cool. Maybe it's a reflection of myself. But I find women in their mid-20s to late 20s are still trying to figure it out, which makes it tough to date them because they are wishy-washy with their dreams, thoughts, and goals. I'm seeing a new woman who I met during COVID a month ago and still running into this challenge. Any advice? Signed, Bouncy Castle. All right, Bouncy Castle. I like that you like your type. You like your hippie, vegan, vegetarian women. I don't think that they're necessarily lost because I think it takes a lot of conviction in order to be vegan or vegetarian, especially because we live in a world that's not built for that. So they're very sure about one thing already, which is their diet and their morals related to that. Now, in terms of the relationship stuff, being wishy-washy with their dreams, thoughts, and goals, they have one dream, which is to be vegan. That counts, I guess. I think it's important to suss someone out before you start to invest into the relationship. There are people that we date because we're interested in them and they're going to be an interesting exploration for us. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there are people who we date because we are working toward something bigger. So it sounds like right now you might be dating people who are just exploring. You said free, flowy, hippie, vegan, so I'm like giving it this way. You know, they're just exploring. They're just seeing what the world has to offer. And maybe right now what they're not looking for is a serious relationship. And I think there are women in their mid-20s and late 20s that are, but you have to immediately, and I say immediately, but like within a few dates, you should be evaluating what it is that people are looking for and make sure that lines up with what you are looking for. Because if you're dating a girl and she's like, you know, doing her Gwyneth Paltrow, and she's like, yeah, like I'm trying to invent a vegan, cruelty-free face scrub, which is awesome. If you have a vegan cruelty face scrub, send it to me and I will use it on Pyjama Party. But if that's what her goals and dreams are and it has nothing to do with you in the relationship, then I think it's important at the beginning stages to be like, hey, I really like you and I'm right now looking for someone to be in a serious relationship with, if that's your intention. If that's not your intention, you can't fault people for giving you the same energy that you're giving them. And I think to some degree, my sister once told me, we look for cues in partners depending on what we're ready for. And sometimes it's subconscious, but you might be running towards someone you know that's not serious because you yourself are not quite as serious as you like to think you are. And that might be hard facts. But, I mean, don't rush it. If you're dating women in their mid-20s and late 20s, sounds like, you've got plenty of time. Keep dating. Find the right person. You don't have to be, if people are not serious, you don't have to be exclusive with them. That might be a debate with the jammers, but you don't have to be exclusive with people who don't want to be exclusive with you. Just date everybody that you want to date and then pick one when your priorities line up. Let's see what the jammers think. For now, I have some replies. Bella asks, what do you think of the new Dynasty on Netflix? Ozark is depressing. Don't watch it ever. I watched a few episodes of Ozark and I thought it was interesting, but it just really wasn't my vibe at the moment. I find the world is dark enough, so sometimes when I watch TV, I like to go for something that's really escapist and over the top. So I do love the new Dynasty on Netflix. I've been watching it for a few years now. I'm sorry. I'm reaching under my desk to get my Dior lip balm. Fabulous. I like the Dynasty on Netflix. I love Fallon. If I was a rich girl, I'd be like Fallon. Unfortunately, I'm not a billionaire working on it, though. Let's see what else the people are saying. Kevin says Becky will disagree with Olives. Bella says, bang on. You really have to suss that person out because a person might not be in a rush to settle down. Yep, I agree completely. So it's important at the beginning of dating people that you outline your goals and priorities and what you're looking for. And just because you don't match up precisely that moment doesn't mean you never will. Okay? So if you set out and you say to sounds like you're dating women, Mr. Bouncy Castle, you set out and you say to every woman that you're dating, I'm looking for that serious relationship. I'm looking to build that relationship. Then there's no miscommunication. If they're not looking for that, they'll go on their own way. And even if they go on their own way, when they're ready, maybe they might end up coming back. But you can't convince somebody that isn't ready because if these women are vegan, they got conviction and they know what they want. And they're not going to back down from their own priorities. I don't think they're wishy-washy. I think they know what they want. Maybe they're not communicating it. All right. What do you guys think, jammers? Let me know what you think Bouncy Castle should do about having trouble dating women who are free-flowing and hippies. Oh, wow. You guys are like a little bit behind me, aren't you? All right. So I've started to check on the stream to see where you guys are compared to where I am. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to catch up. Bella says he should check himself and reevaluate. Kevin says, I agree, upfront honesty. Jack says, it's hard out there to be a 20 to 29-year-old right now, let alone be judged for being wishy-washy a month into dating. Well, it could be, hold on a second, due to COVID, hold on a second. It could be several months with COVID because I went into my quarantine basically on March 17. And I think I was quarantined away from my partner and I got like more serious about my partner being quarantined because I was there with my thoughts alone. I was like, now Anja, what is it that you really want? And I had no one to turn to except for the mirror. Okay. And And things became very clear to me. Things become very clear sometimes in COVID circumstances. Randy says, hang in there, bouncy castle. You'll find the right girl. Exactly. It only takes one. It only takes one. Sometimes two. Sometimes three. But usually just one. So hang in there, bouncy castle. You've got this. We're all rooting for you here at Pyjama Party. Okay, Jammers. I think I've settled on that name. I really like it. Good job, whoever came up with Jammers. I think it was a collective group effort. This is a quick question. And they say their pronouns are rather not say. Say, hey Anja, love the show. Just wanted to know, what is your favorite holiday of the year? Signed, waited for the Atlantic province to open. All right. Hey there, East Coast. My favorite holiday has got to be Halloween. Come on now. Y'all knew that. I love Halloween because, let's think about this, okay? There's candy. There's dressing up. There's sexy dressing up. And spooky, evil things are celebrated. Not like just, it's fun. It's ghosts everywhere, vampires everywhere. I get to walk down the street as a vampire and no one's going to ask me why. Halloween, fire. There needs to be Halloween 3 times a year. If I'm prime minister, that's going to be my motion. Randy says, yes, Halloween is awesome. Halloween is pure fire, you guys. I love Halloween. Okay. Okie dokie. Next question. Again, gender pronouns are rather not say. They would like to ask Anja, my girlfriend and I were planning a trip out east to Halifax this year. But due to COVID, we are now frowned upon for traveling. As a Canadian citizen, should we not be able to travel inside of Canada during this time? Signed, wanting to go east. Okay, wanting to go east. I understand you want to go east. There's a lot of things that a lot of us want to do, but due to COVID, we have to reevaluate. Yes, as a Canadian citizen, you should be able to travel inside of your country. But also, when we look at things, we have a civil duty to take care of our fellow citizens. Over out in the East Coast, they actually haven't had that many cases of COVID. And over here in Ontario and Quebec, there's been thousands, right? So we are protecting our East Coast citizens by not traveling. As much as, yes, you should be able to do a lot of things that you can't do. I should be able to go book a stage show in a club right now and go make some money, but we can't because of COVID, and we all have sacrifices to make. People have lost jobs, people have canceled weddings. Unfortunately, I'm sorry that your East Coast vacation has been canceled or is frowned upon, but everybody in the country and in the States as well has lost something. Anyone that you ask, there's no one that has come out of this unscathed. People have lost jobs. People have canceled weddings. People have canceled gigs. People have lost the opportunity to enter competitions. Businesses have closed down. And if the worst thing that has happened to you during this is that you haven't been able to go out to the East Coast, it's not the worst thing that could happen, because the East Coast is still going to be there next year. They're still going to have delicious potatoes and fish and lobster. You and your girlfriend hopefully will be able to travel another time. And that's more than we can say for many people, unfortunately, who have lost their lives or loved ones to this pandemic. So please hang in there wanting to go east. I love to go east too. But we just have to wait a little bit longer and hang in there together. Let's see what the people are saying. Hannah says, this year's Halloween has a full moon. Witching hour is going to be strong. This year has already been literally insane. The fact that Halloween is going to be on a full moon, it might as well be the purge. Might as well. It's going to be crazy. I might have a party. I'd love to have a party. I don't know if my parties are going to be allowed, though. That would kind of suck. Jack says, I want to go east too, but when things are safe. Yes. when things are safe, we'll all go east. Maybe not together, but we'll all go east, or I'll go east and then I'll live stream it. How about that? Master Cam says no. Wait until the coast is clear. Pun intended. Still serious though. And Taraja says staycation, learn a new hobby. That's a great idea. You can learn a new hobby. You and your girlfriend can spend time together by staying in town, maybe working on a project together. Maybe if you really want to go east, you can buy a bunch of East Coast themed foods from the grocery store. You can get PI potatoes, you can get mussels and lobsters, and you can listen to East Coast music and watch Canadian movies and fantasize about going to the East Coast while still staying home. Because I really don't want to see people, endangering others, especially because the East Coast right now, they're doing great with the COVID situation, and we don't want to bring our problems over to them. They don't deserve that. Bella says, hope, hold on, pain ends. I love that. That's beautiful. I'm going to give you a little triangle chime. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Bella says, I'm going to Cape Breton after COVID, but for now, I'll Pinterest and watch Netflix. Exactly. That's wonderful. Okay. I think I have a few more questions. Yeah, we just got a few more questions in. Okay. Okay, so this one is from a her. How do you know if your significant other is the one? I've been dating a guy off and on for about 2 years now, and there are some definite keeper qualities and there are some definite red flags. I'm not asking for him to be perfect, just the perfect one for me. Signed, sincerely, hopelessly devoted. That's a beautiful name. Reminds me of Greece. I'm not really the one to ask if your significant other is one. As you can see, I'm not married. I'm not engaged. I don't know what the one looks like to you. I can't give that advice. I'm not Steve Harvey. But I can say I knew about red flags. So keeper qualities are great, but red flags are scary. So when we talk about red flags, usually when we throw a red flag on play here at Pyjama Party, we're looking for things that are potentially dangerous and detrimental to your health or your mental health. And I don't have enough information in your letter to determine if the red flags are scary enough to run for your life. So keeper qualities are things that I'm imagining are, being kind, being considerate, being patient, prioritizing you. Those are keeper qualities. Red flags, there's a difference. So if you're talking about red flags and the red flag is that sometimes he's selfish. Okay, everybody can be selfish sometimes. That behavior can be addressed and communicated through. Or he doesn't know how to talk about his feelings. Again, that's something that he can work on. But if your red flag is that he threatens you, then run for your life. It's not worth trying to save the relationship because that's terrifying and will not end well, I promise you. So it's hard to say, if you should pursue or not. But if your red flags include things that are danger to you, danger to other people, manipulating you, gaslighting you, harming you in any way, those are red flags that are deal breakers. Or if there's anything that you cannot deal with, if that's a deal breaker, then that person cannot be the one for you, at least not at this time. Now, you have to understand that being with someone is a verb. You don't find a person and agree to be together forever and then that's it. It doesn't end. You have to constantly and incessantly be working and pursuing your relationship. A relationship is something that you work on forever. And the minute you stop working on it, that's when you've given up. And that's when you're going to have problems. Now, would you work on something that's not worth saving? No, I don't advocate for that. But when you're talking about finding the one, there is no finding the one, in my personal opinion. I think there is choosing the one and deciding every single day that that's the person that you are going to work on a relationship with. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be problems. But if you choose this person, it's not because, oh, they are perfect and I chose them and that's it. No, you choose this person because you are making commitment that it's important enough for you to continue to pursue the relationship with them every single day. It doesn't end after you get married. You have to keep choosing that person and working on the relationship and working to make each other happy and working to encourage each other to grow. It doesn't just end when you get the ring on. I hope that helps. Sincerely, hopelessly devoted. And I welcome you to continue to write in with more details if you need a little bit more advice. We are here to answer your questions. Hannah says, you can't see red flags through rose-colored glasses, but then again, are those red flags pet peeve or does it make you cry every night? Exactly. Are we talking about something that's dangerous or harmful? Or are we talking about something that irritated you, like leaving dirty dishes in the sink? I mean, that's annoying and it's selfish, but that's also something that you can communicate and be like, this drives me up the wall. There's a difference between leaving dirty dishes in the sink and someone that calls you 18 times when they know you're at work. Bella says, accept the faults and the stars. All kinds of relationships require work, but with communication, you can mend certain things. But in the case of abuse, run as fast as you can. I don't know what that word means, but you are not the crazy one. Yep. If there's abuse, run. That's beyond a red flag. That's a Usain Bolt out of there, okay? Get out of there. Kevin says, agree, Anja, the relationship does not end at the altar. It just moved into phase 2. Exactly. So there's no finding the one. There is choosing a one that you will dedicate your energy to pursuing for the rest of your life. Hope that helps. Let's have some wine. It is hot in here, guys. I need some lighter pajamas. Roger says, once a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And that's a word. There's been times I've done it. A lot of jammers have done it where we've seen a red flag and we knew it was a flag on the play. But the person apologized and was so sorry that we forgave them. And then, has that ended well for anybody on Pyjama Party? I don't think so. All right, Jack sends a bunch of hearts. Love you too, Jack. Okay. Next question is from she, her. I think we're about to get to the spicy questions, okay? So if you're not ready for some spicy stuff, this is your fair warning. All right. Pronouns are she, her. Hi, Anja. I was dating a guy for a really long time who wanted to trap me with a baby. And he managed to knock me up a few times. But I always got it taken care of. So he thought I was just infertile. I finally left him a while back and fell for my yoga instructor and got pregnant with his baby because it just felt right with him. Now my ex is demanding a paternity test. What should I do? Signed, Daddy Issues. Show's over. Why do y'all keep doing this to me? Why? I'm trying to be here for you, okay? Okay? I'm trying to be here for y'all, okay? I'm trying to give y'all non-judgmental LGBTQ plus body positive, sex positive advice, but y'all push me. Y'all push me. For real. For real. Y'all are pushing me. Y'all are really pushing me. Y'all are really, really pushing me. Okay. All right. Our writer today writes in as daddy issues. So you're dating a guy that want to trap you with a baby. This part hasn't got me that crazy because this is very common. It's a thing, and that's been explained to me by guys. There are some men out there that believe if you find a good woman, you have to lock her down by impregnating her. That way you are tied together for the child's lifetime. So it gives them the entire child's lifetime to pursue you. So be careful of those people because they do exist and I have heard them admit to it. So those ones exist. And that's why you need to find yourself a trustworthy gynecologist, okay? Now, our writer has taken care of it, so there are no children with this trapper. But with the yoga instructor, it felt right and she got pregnant. Now the ex is demanding a paternity test. Now that I've wrapped my head around the situation, my apologies, daddy issues. Now that I wrap my head around the situation, I don't see any reason not to do the paternity test if you think the baby really does belong to the yoga instructor. You do the paternity test and it's not ex-boyfriend's baby, there's no reason for you to continue contact, and go ahead. File that restraining order, okay? Just file it. Go ahead. File that restraining order. Make sure he stay back those 25 feet, okay? So I think go ahead for ease of mind, do the paternity test, and file that restraining order. Now, next time, I'm going to need you. I'm really going to need you. I'm really, 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 really going to need you to go make friends with a gynecologist. Go to the clinic. Go somewhere and evaluate your options for birth control. In fact, I'm going to need everybody watching Pyjama Party, okay? If you are not actively trying to make a baby, explore your options, okay? Because we are living in the golden age of science, okay? There are lots of different options out there. Even if you want to do natural family planning, you can get a little thermometer that will tell you when you're ovulating, and so you could avoid that time. There are so many things you can do, okay? So I'm gonna need y'all to get in touch with your bodies and your health to make sure you're not getting into any situations you don't want to be getting in, okay? And then just run away from people that's trying to trap you like that, because they know that their love is not enough to keep you in the relationship. They're trying to create a human with you so they could keep you. Run away from that. Run away. Run away. Run away. Not worth it. Not worth it. Bella says, what a pyramid. Test and make decisions. Randy was just typing restraining order. Hit him with that stay back. Hannah says, make the trapper pay for the paternity, and while you're at it, tell him you never wanted his baby. Hannah, I love this energy. Welcome to Pyjama Party. I hope to see you here very often. I love it. Woo! Yes, make him pay for the paternity test. And here's the gag. If he wants a baby that bad, it's 2020. Like I said, there are surrogates out there. There are thousands of little children that need to be adopted, that need to be taken in from foster care. So if he really wants a baby that bad, go find one of those kids out there that needs love and love on that kid. It's not about the kid for him. It's about control. And that's why you need to get as far away from that person as you can and get a restraining order. Jay says, birth control pills, what's up? Hit up the gynecologist. Listen, hit up the gynecologist, hit that birth control, okay? Pill, ring, patch, shot, IUD. I don't care what you doing, okay? Thermometer. Who cares? I don't care. Your choice. Your body, your choice. But be careful of those individuals. Fitbit tracker. I don't care what you gotta use, friends, okay? Just please take care of yourselves. Welcome to Pyjama Party. Things are very colorful here. They're very, very colorful. All right, next question, you guys. It's after 9. Okay. Bella, I can't tell her what to do. It's her body, her choice, okay? But I can advise making that all of us, every single one of us in the chat, I don't know how many of us here, 20-something, I don't know. Please make advised, conscious decisions about your body, okay? It's your body. Please take care of it. Don't be doing dangerous stuff out here, please. And then writing me about it in the secret inbox. Ooh. Yeah, Cynthia says, yeah, it doesn't sound like he's interested in having a child he wants to control and manipulate. Huge red flags. Cynthia, that's exactly what I'm thinking. That is a word. He doesn't really want the kid. He wants that legal tether to our writer. So, daddy issues, I advise you, please do it for the jammers and get as far away from this person as you can. Jay's like, not having no COVID boomer babies over here. Nope. Purella, okay? Lysola, Quarantino. We don't want them. We don't want the quarantine babies. But since we're on the topic, please drop the name in the comments. Please write the name of your quarantine baby. I just named my triplets Lysola, Purella, and Quarantino. What are your quarantine babies named? Drop the name in the comments. This is true. She might be using protection. I've been through that myself. I've definitely encountered guys that will flush the pills down the toilet. Why? Or poke holes or do all sorts of things because they're trying to trap. That's why sometimes you got to be using 2, 3, 8 different types of birth control. Just watch out for yourselves. Okay, guys? All right. Our next question is from him. All right, the names are coming in. COVID and Rona. Honestly, Rona's not a bad name. That's not bad at all. What are your guys' quarantine names? Oh, I'm going to read the next question. I'm going to come back to these quarantine names. Tarasha says 19. So I like this vocal coach named Cheryl Porter, and she has this vocal exercise, which is a 20-second hand wash song, but it's like totally oversung. So go on YouTube and check out Cheryl Porter's like 20-second song, because I'm washing my hands. I'm like, nah. Like, it's ridiculous. She counts to 20 in the most oversung way possible, and it's so fun. Jay says, Scrubella, Sanitizia, Lemoncella. I like Lemoncella, actually. I might have to name myself that. Ben and Jerry, the ones getting me through this right now. I have vegan Ben and Jerry's in my freezer right now, and after Pyjama Party, I'm about to dive in. Okay, back to the question at hand. This is a him, and he wants to ask Anja. The other day, I was effing my girl's face. She likes that sort of thing, lucky me. And split her lip, and there was blood everywhere. It only turned her on more, and it sort of freaked me out. How do I stop things from getting more aggressive in the future? Signed, Bloody Mary. All right. Thank you for clarifying that your girl likes that. Master cancel live in an apartment building I can't sing. Aw, I don't care. What are they gonna do to me? Worst case scenario, I die. Like, really, so I'm gonna die singing, to be honest. All right. Yes, Jay says safe word. Bella, I'm so sorry, but Pyjama Party, anything goes here. We answer all of the the questions here. Okay, so thank you for clarifying, Bloody Mary, that your girl likes the face action. We don't kink shame here on Pajama Party, so if it's consent and it's adults, it goes, okay? However, I don't know what y'all was doing. You must have had a piercing or something that split her lip. I don't know. She liked it, but it freaked you out. This is where communication comes in, okay? So you can tell her, hey, in a neutral space, I always advocate, those of you who are jammers know that I always advocate for a neutral space, okay? So not when you're about to get down to it, but over dinner or breakfast or something nice and neutral, be like, hey, remember that last time when we did X, Y, Z? I was a bit freaked out because of what happened. I don't really like that. Do you think we could change how we do it and do it differently next time? And then bring up suggestions like a safe word so that if you get freaked out, you can use your safe word, whatever the safe word wants to be. I'm not an educator. Unfortunately, the usual educators are not here in the chat. Maybe I might have to have a guest episode. But my understanding is the best kind of safe word to have is something that you wouldn't use in regular conversations. So, and even if you're pushing boundaries, you don't want to have the word be no or stop. Because yes, obviously no means no and stop means stop. But depending on how you're playing and how boundaries get played with, then it might not be a good enough word. So you want to choose something that is going to be undeniably the safe word. So some people use something like green light, which is like, I like that, please continue. Or yellow light, which means slow down. I like what you're doing, but it's starting to get a little too much for me. Or red light, hard stop. We've got to stop this right now. I do not feel comfortable. Or you can have a word that absolutely would never come up in the situation unless you really meant your safe word, like octopus. Okay, so you're going at it and you say octopus, that means I don't feel comfortable, stop. All right, people are putting their safe words in the chat. Flamingo, pamplemousse, carrot. Because who says carrot? Exactly. So you don't want to say, oh no, ooh, like, that could still mean keep going. I mean, no means no. Okay, let's get that out of it. But depending on the agreements that you have, boundaries might get played with. So it's better to have a word and an agreement what means stop that would never come up, and so that person knows you are very much intentionally asking them to stop or slow down. If the facial writer is hopelessly devoted, guys, then yes, that's a red flag. Imagine screaming carrot. Exactly. No one's gonna say carrot by accident, so carrot is a great suggestion. Cauliflower. Y'all really come with the food words, huh? Kelly Clark's. Don't do Kelly like this. What did Kelly do to deserve this? This is not what Kelly's here for. Safe word, butterfly. That means go. Stop means Jack Sprat. There you go. Exactly. So you want to have a safe word. And you want to talk about things that happened in a neutral space. So it might be a bit awkward to have the conversation immediately after, while people are still having a lot of feelings. So in a neutral space, breakfast the next day or brunch or dinner or whatever, you can bring it up. Say, hey, remember the last time we did such and such? I didn't really feel comfortable with that. And then, of course, I'm not the best educator. There are great sex educators out there like Olive on Top or Muse Fontaine. They're on my Facebook friends list. They have a lot of great education and they can give more resources on specific and very specific things that you can do to try to make the experience more pleasurable for both parties and safe for everybody. Siobhan says, listen, I'm hungry. I'm thinking about food too, Siobhan. I'm thinking about food. I can't lie. I'm thinking about food right now too. Get my Ben and Jerry's. I'm gonna have to order some Uber Eats. They're tempting me. They're emailing me right now with the coupons. Ooh, might have to get some food. Randy says, just get your girl some lip chap. And Jay says, we all need popcorn and tea. All right, guys, we're going to move on to our last question of the day, and it's a spicy one. Thank you for making it this far. I appreciate each and every one of you. You make My life sparkle. I adore you. Okay, so this person is what? I'm at Tings. What you? Hold on a second. Woo! Let me look at the menu, y'all. Siobhan is at Tings, y'all. Hold on a second. Tings is a local business. Woo! With Caribbean cuisine. Oh my God. Okay, I'm about to go look up the menu right now. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, Siobhan. If you're really getting Tings, can you get me? Oh my God. A jerk chicken leg. Yeah, can you get me a jerk chicken leg with the smoked pimento beans, rice, peas, and coleslaw? Woo! And if they can, add fried plantains. Bless up. Shout out. Ooh, my gosh. Delightful. The freaking delightful. Yes, please. Okay, Siobhan says they get it. They got roti. I didn't see roti on the menu, but Siobhan, you know I love me some goat roti. So I'm looking at the menu and I'm seeing mostly jerk chicken, but you know what I eat. Please just get me some food because I'm hungry. And you know where I live too. So you bless up. Shout out to the new top fan jammer. Okay. The rest of y'all, applause. Siobhan providing meals. Yes. No roti. Ooh, you don't even eat chicken. Okay. The vegans have entered the chat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm here for some jerk chicken. Ooh, with the rice. Yes. I'm dancing for it. I'm very excited. I love food, y'all. That's one thing I'm going to tell you right now is that I love food. Okay, let's get back to business. Last question of the night. The pronouns are they, them. What's the best way to tell a dude that I really want to have him give me a facial without seeming like a nympho? We aren't together yet officially. I just think it would be really hot to be marked as his, you know. Signed, skincare aficionado. Listen, baby. We don't kink shame at Pyjama Party, okay? There's ain't nothing wrong. First of all, you don't want to seem like a nympho. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I would sing the song that we're probably all thinking, but we don't sing R. Kelly songs on Pyjama Party, okay? So someone needs to make another song about things not being wrong because we're not singing an R. Kelly song here. But there's nothing wrong with wanting, you know, a physical pleasure with a partner. Ain't nothing wrong about that. Especially when it's harmless, like a facial. So the best way to bring it up, in my opinion, is my favorite thing, as I say time and time again, a neutral space. All right. I'll come back to that because everybody's talking about the food right now. So Jay says, gotta have to try Tings. Siobhan says, ordered sis, be with you soon. Blessed. Jay says, we'll bring you some food from Island Flavor next time we pick up food things. Thank you. Y'all know the quickest way to my heart. First of all, the quickest way to my heart is cash. But the second quickest way is food. Okay? Taraj is trying to get an order of oxtails and plantains. Y'all, we need to get a food sponsor. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on it, you guys. I'm going to work on it. Now we're making everyone hungry. It's not my fault. I was hungry. Y'all tried to use cauliflower as the safe word, and that got everybody salivating. Kevin says, where's Tings? Tings is an Ottawa-based Caribbean restaurant, and they are on York Street. They just recently opened up, so let's support our local restaurants. Carla says, now I want to try Tings or get something from Lil Na Grill. Woohoo! Yes, there's some really great Yeah, exactly. Siobhan, highly recommend. I'm about to find out. I will give y'all. I'm gonna hit you up. I will update y'all on my story when the tings arrives. I mean, that could probably work. Randy has a suggestion for a skincare aficionado. He says it's guaranteed will work. Me, being the little, you know, neutral person. I'm sorry. I'm sweating, you guys. I was gonna say you could bring it up in a neutral space, like over brunch. Be like, hey, let's take a moment to talk about each of our fantasies. I always thought it would be really interesting if you were to give me a facial and see what he says. But, you know, Randy's advice might be more effective than mine. And that's why we do this on live, guys, because I don't know everything. Okay? I don't know everything. So maybe the jammers got this one. Is this restaurant like Sunrise? Yes, Sunrise is a Caribbean restaurant in Brampton. And yes, Tings is something similar, but Tings is very new. So they need support. They're not sponsored, but they don't even know me, okay? They don't even know me. This is not sponsored. I just kind of keep up with the Ottawa restaurant scene, and they're new, and they're Caribbean restaurants. So I've noticed a lot of amazing restaurants and restaurants that have been in Ottawa for a very long time are closing down. So it's very important for us to support our local restaurants, because actually in Canada, most people are employed by small businesses. They're more employed by small businesses than they are large businesses. And a huge part of that is the hospitality industry. And that's restaurants, hotels, nightclubs, etc. And when we start losing those kinds of businesses, we start losing jobs. When we lose jobs, then again, we start not being able to support these businesses. So let's try to nip things in the bud and use whatever disposable income we have to support our local restaurants in Ottawa or wherever you are, so that we can keep those people open, keep those jobs going, and, you know, keep the economy going. Because when the restaurants start closing, it's not going to be the big chain restaurant with 2,000 locations that close down. It's going to be your friend who has a restaurant that they use their life savings to open that closes down. And that's going to kill jobs. So what we need to do is make sure we're supporting our local restaurants as best as we can. And now back to the topic of hand. Yeah, Sunrise is in Brampton. That's why. Taraja says, let's play a game of knowledge. You want to test my... Chat is over. Get out of my house. All of you. Show is over. Oh my god, what is y'all? I'm about to blow out the sound of the mic. Y'all don't know how to act. So I put y'all profile pictures on the stream and you got even worse, huh? Jammers are out of control. The jammers are out of control. Yes, tell things that Anja sent you or True Showgirl sent you. Tell them I sent you when you make your Uber Eats order or you call them up and order. Hannah says, you best believe I'm bringing this up at our game this weekend. Yes, tell everybody. Tell everybody. Amazing. Yeah, I would love to use my platform to support local businesses because I'm all about that action. Okay, you guys, that was the last question of the day. You got two different approaches. You got my approach, skincare aficionado, which is to bring it up in a neutral space and say, I'd like to share with you a fantasy of mine and see how you feel about it. Or you have Randy's tactic, which is ask right before. I mean, he says it's guaranteed to work, so I can't co-sign that, but he seems pretty confident. So maybe try whichever approach you feel most comfortable with. No shame, baby. Okay, So I promised that I was going to update you guys on my next project, and I'm very excited. We're 10 episodes into Pyjama Party, and I feel so grateful that you guys have been tuning in, have been participating, have been sending in your questions, have been sharing, and that you love it. And when I had come up with the idea of Pyjama Party, it was just one prong in a sort of cornucopia of online content that I want to do and I still want to do. And I was debating holding on to Pyjama Party and not doing it until everything was ready. And I'm really glad that I didn't do that, because now that everything is ready, we are already 10 episodes into Pyjama Party, and I've released an EP, which you guys are streaming like crazy. So thank you so much for listening to my music. And I feel really grateful just to be heard and listened to and supported in this way. Every time one of you makes a promo post for Pyjama Party or you share something, it just lights up my entire day. It just makes everything for me. So I want to say thank you for that first. Now, I do want to say we have new content coming starting on Monday next week. I'm going to start posting reviews of different products. On Monday, our first video is going to be a review of different contact lenses that I've tried. And then coming on Wednesdays is going to be a new show, which is called Behind the Screens. And on Behind the Screens, I'm going to be interviewing social media personalities, much like myself, but obviously not myself, other people. And we're going to get to know them and talk to them about their careers and get to know them as people, as well as look at some of their most iconic photos and things like that. So we have the first episode of Behind the Screens coming on Wednesdays. That's going to be a pre-recorded show, so I'll just post it up on Facebook and YouTube, and you'll be able to watch it at your own pace. But that doesn't mean Pyjama Party is going to stop. So starting next week, we are going to have new content for you guys. And I say we as if it's not just me and my Hello Kitty stuffed animal in my room. Like, this is the production team. It's me, my Lala Loopsy Princess Diana, and my Empire State Building Hello Kitty. We've been working very hard on some new content, and we're going to have content on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays will still be Pyjama Party. Mondays is going to be reviews, and Wednesdays is going to be Behind the Screens. So I hope that you will tune in and continue to support me, continue to stream True Showgirl on iTunes, Spotify, etc., and dance along to the True Pop Pride Party playlist on Spotify, and I'll see you next week, I guess. Let's see. Make sure you join me on all my social media. Thank you to everybody that's been following me on YouTube. Honestly, did you know if everybody that followed me on Facebook followed me on YouTube, I would be making money off of YouTube, but we're not there yet. So make sure if you're not following me on YouTube, help follow me on YouTube so that I can make money doing content creation, and we can have pajama parties all the time and have fun all the time, every day, and support our local businesses. I love you guys. Oh, Bella asked, will you go back to the Storm Tiana and cosplay? Yes, absolutely. I actually have a photo shoot booked for Princess Tiana next month, and Storm will be coming back at some point soon. Okay? I love my cosplays. Kevin says, best of success. Both ideas are solid. Love it. I can't wait for the next episode either. So we'll be back on Tuesday. My inbox is empty. So make sure you take this opportunity to find a link to the secret inbox. I post them all the time. Go into the secret inbox. Leave me a question about anything on earth. My life, your life, romance, sex, cosplay, burlesque, performing, snacks, drinking, business. Who cares? Whatever you want to ask me about, ask me anything in the anonymous inbox, because no one will know it was you. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you again for another awesome episode of Pyjama Party. I'm eternally grateful for all of the time and the attention that you give me, and I cannot wait to see you again on Monday, but back for Pyjama Party live on Tuesday.